What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Eurythmics. And we're going back to the 1986 album Revenge, which the more I go through really does seem like a concept album in certain respects. A couple people explained to me that there are a few tunes which, at least on some level, relate to Annie's ex-husband, and it just feels like a very defiant and, control re-establishing type of sentiment running through the piece. So enjoying the record so far. The next tune is Take Your Pain Away, which, it feels like something that could be required for a person in a position to feel vengeful or to be critical or upset about what has happened. Ultimately, I suppose there are more healthy and less healthy ways to take the pain away, and ultimately dulling the pain entirely or permanently perhaps leads to one being numb in a sense that is not necessarily a good thing. Part of being human is feeling, and although you don't want to wallow in depressed feelings or like clinical depression, it is also fair to say that if there was no feeling whatsoever, then essentially a huge dimension of your human existence has been shut down. So all these things percolate in my head as I see the title Take Your Pain Away. So let's find out what it actually is. This is Eurythmics, Take Your Pain Away, from the 1986 album Revenge. Bass really doing work on this one.
Even though you're far from here, don't forget I'm always near. Find comfort in these words I said. This cold world, take your pain away. Take your pain.
That guitar in the middle of it, sort of twangy.
Take your pain. Take your For every aching heart, for every broken soul. For every aching heart, for every broken soul.
I love this section. I love that big snare, but it also sounds like a clap.
Give up your worries, will only do you harm. There is no need to be concerned, it's just a false alarm.
right to the end. Though again, as we're fading, we hear Annie doing some vocal flares, so I'll always question the logic of doing that. Regardless, a cool tune, like a heavy, again, big stomping, like foot stomping sort of track. And yeah, ultimately, it's weird. Like, it sounds like she's basically saying, like, let me take your pain away. Like, let me be the balm to soothe, the hurt from the world or whatever, situation occurred to make you feel this way. So I assume there's more to it than that. But again, when I listen to a tune for the first time, sometimes I find myself catching more of the sonics. And there were so many, like, little things. There was like this constant sort of, not dissonant, but sort of metallic type of keyboard hit, and it was just like every one with one of the beats. And then there was this back and forth similar, like, high type of metallic melodic, but it was going back and forth like 1-2, and the synthesis of those two together, like, it was easy to hear those two parts together, but I like the way or as a result, I like the way they fit together. So yeah, cool production once again. The twangy guitar, it amused me, but it was a nice sort of like counterpoint to a lot more of the, like, serious sonics in the track. Annie's voice doing some cool things, and ultimately, some moments where it was echoed. I like the way, or there was one moment where her voice sort of diffused, like it sort of dissipated, and then she came back again. I really like that. So once again, cool composition, cool production. A rocking tune. It was like a dance, like a synth rock dance tune. It didn't feel so much, the synth poppy as it did, heavy and like rocking in a way. So, perhaps not so much in the guitars, but it was an interesting dance track, is I guess what I'm saying. It, like, normally when I think of an 80s, mid 80s dance track that has some synth work in it, I'm thinking of something slightly different than what we heard there. So again, it just goes to show the poverty of our language, though nevertheless, as an editor, a writer, and a semanticist on some level, I do my best to try to find words that reasonably, suitably fit the characteristics of the phenomena in question. So I will continue to throw labels at things and see what sticks. Nevertheless, a cool tune. Looking forward to wrapping up this album and ultimately seeing, I don't remember in the moment how much more there is before they split, and we get some of the Annie solo stuff. Generally speaking, I'll just do it like chronologically. So again, in the moment, I don't remember what the exact sequence is, but shout out to Philip, who has made, again, not only Eurythmics and Eurythmics related material available to Riss, which at some point I do plan on going back to, but a whole host of material outside that as well. So big shout out to Phil, big shout out to all the champions of the channel. Let me know what you think, and before I run out of breath, I'm going to end the video. I will see you next time. Peace.